This video is loaded with gadgets that honestly feel like they escaped from the future. You're about to see a pocket-sized telescope that automatically locks onto distant galaxies, a smart ring you can whisper ideas to like your own secret AI assistant, and undeniable proof that a Star Wars-style speeder bike isn't just movie magic anymore. It's a real machine you can actually purchase. Stick around, because this tech only gets crazier from here. This gadget is basically what you get when a regular magnetic battery pack evolves into a full-on cyberpunk accessory that actually fixes the biggest flaw in wireless charging. It's a transparent 10,000 milliampere-hour power bank that snaps onto the back of your phone, but unlike the usual hot plastic slab, this one packs an active cooling fan that spins at 10,000 RPM to prevent overheating and performance throttling. That built-in fan lets it maintain an impressive 25-watt wireless output for newer devices, which is noticeably faster than the typical 15-watt cap on most magnetic chargers. There's also a built-in USB-C cable neatly integrated into the side, allowing you to fast charge a second device, like an iPad or Android phone, at up to 35 watts without digging around for an extra cord. The transparent shell and RGB lighting look seriously cool, but when the cooling fan ramps up, it produces a clear hum that could stand out in a completely quiet room. If you've ever dreamed of riding a real-life Star Wars speeder bike, this is about as close as it gets, provided you've got $880,000 lying around. This is the Volanaut airbike, a jet-powered flying motorcycle that throws away wheels entirely in favor of pure thrust. Instead of relying on exposed propellers like those oversized drone taxis, it runs on actual jet engines to stay in the air, giving it a sleek sci-fi silhouette that almost looks impossible. The company says the prototype can blast past 120 miles per hour, although production versions will likely be limited to around 60 to comply with ultralight aircraft rules. It's constructed from lightweight carbon fiber and features a computerized stabilization system designed to keep you hovering without instantly tipping over. Still, you're essentially strapping yourself to a fuel tank with screaming turbines, and flight time is currently about 10 minutes before you have to touch down. This is clearly a high adrenaline toy for the ultra-wealthy, not exactly a sensible solution for your daily commute. Imagine compressing an entire backyard observatory into something the size of a thick dictionary. That's essentially what this gadget pulls off. The Dwarf Mini is a pocket-sized smart telescope that handles the most frustrating parts of astrophotography for you, making it perfect for camping trips or relaxed nights under the stars. Instead of fighting with bulky tripods and complicated polar alignment, you just place this compact brick on a table, open the app, and tell it to lock onto the Andromeda Galaxy or the Orion Nebula. It automatically tracks the sky and stacks images in real time on your phone, gradually revealing colors and details your eyes could never pick up alone. It's noticeably smaller and lighter than rivals like the Seastar S50, coming in under 2 pounds, which makes it a true grab-and-go telescope for hikers and travelers. Of course, portability comes with compromise. The smaller lens pulls in less light than larger scopes, so don't expect Hubble-level close-ups of distant planets. The current price sits at $400. Think of this less as a portable power station and more like converting your house into a hybrid electric vehicle. This is the Anker Solix E10, a modular home backup system built to rival the Tesla Powerwall, but with a few smart advantages. You stack 6 kilowatt-hour battery modules to create exactly the capacity you need, scaling all the way up to a massive 90 kilowatt-hours. Unlike competitors that have to stay tucked away in a garage, this unit is NEMA 4 rated, meaning it can live outdoors in rain or snow without issue. The real highlight, though, is its output. It delivers a powerful surge specifically engineered to start heavy appliances, like a 5-ton central AC unit that would overwhelm most standard home batteries. It can also connect to a smart generator that works like a range extender, charging the system efficiently with DC power while the battery keeps your home running on clean electricity. The base configuration starts at roughly $4,300, so this is a full-scale home upgrade, not something you casually grab for a weekend camping trip. If you've ever had a genius idea mid-walk, only for it to vanish 5 seconds later, this new wearable might actually save you. This is the Sandbar Stream Ring, and unlike the Oura or Samsung rings that critique your sleep score, this one is built purely for your thoughts. Think of it as a tiny, discreet microphone and touchpad wrapped around your index finger. When inspiration hits, you press your thumb against the ring to activate the mic, so it's not constantly listening, and quietly record your idea. It syncs with an iOS app where AI transcribes and organizes your scattered voice notes into clear summaries, or even talks back to help you brainstorm further. You can also tell it to generate a to-do list or check tasks off as you finish them. The silver version is available for pre-order at $249, with both free and premium subscription options offered. This little gadget is basically a pocket-sized science lab you can slip into your jacket. At first glance, it looks like a retro point-and-shoot camera, but the real magic kicks in when you grab the lens barrel and give it a smooth, mechanical twist. That motion physically rotates the internal optics, instantly shifting from a standard camera to a macro lens for tight close-ups, and even into a microscope mode, claiming up to 400 times magnification. Instead of messing with clip-on phone lenses or dragging around a bulky microscope and laptop, you simply point and view everything on the built-in display. It's perfect for spotting bad solder joints on circuit boards, examining the strange textures of your own skin, or showing kids the alien-like scales on a moth's wing while you're actually outdoors. Reviewers appreciate that it's completely standalone with its own battery and storage, though there's no Wi-Fi, so you'll have to remove the SD card to transfer photos. At around $100, it's an awesome tool for curious minds who want microscopic vision without hauling around a full equipment case. If you've ever wanted a desk pet that looks like a sci-fi symbiote without the whole taking over your brain part, you'll want to see FerroBeat. This isn't just another Bluetooth speaker. It's basically a living science experiment synced to your playlist. Inside the glass chamber sits a pool of ferrofluid, that strange magnetic black liquid originally developed by NASA that reacts to magnetic fields. When your music starts playing, internal electromagnets fire in rhythm, making the inky fluid leap, spike, and twist into alien-looking forms perfectly timed to the bass. It shines as a desktop showpiece or a conversation-starting centerpiece at small gatherings where you'd rather have people watching the spectacle instead of scrolling their phones. Early bird pricing on Kickstarter comes in at $96. If you absolutely dread the effort that comes with foam rolling, this gadget is basically a robot that takes over the workout for you. It's called the RioFit A1, and instead of forcing you to awkwardly plank and shift your body back and forth, this motorized roller glides itself underneath you. All you have to do is lie down while its powered wheels move up and down your muscles, working your back, hamstrings, or calves as you casually scroll your phone or binge a show. It's not just a lazy person's toy either. It's a legit recovery device with app-controlled programs and swappable covers that adjust the intensity level. Compared to a massage gun, it feels far more relaxing since it's completely hands-free, and it treats larger muscle groups than any handheld tool can manage. That said, at $379, it's a big leap from a basic $20 foam roller, and some users say the motor can feel a bit too intense on sensitive areas like the calves. This gadget is basically a nicotine patch for your smartphone addiction. It's the Xtink X4, a tiny e-reader about the size of a credit card that magnetically snaps onto the back of your phone like a MagSafe wallet. The concept is surprisingly smart. Instead of mindlessly doom scrolling, you flip your phone over and read a few pages on its paper-like e-ink screen. It's intentionally minimal, powered by a simple microcontroller, so there's no app store and not even a touchscreen. You turn pages using physical buttons, which gives it a strangely nostalgic feel. Because it's smaller than most smartphones, it slips easily into your pocket, and the battery can last around 2 weeks on a single charge. The downside? There's no backlight, and it only supports DRM-free files, so your existing Kindle or Kobo library won't transfer over. At $69, it may seem pricey for a display that doesn't even glow. This is Wise Scale Ultra Body Scan, and unlike a typical smart scale that only runs a signal through your feet, this one adds a retractable handle with built-in electrodes to scan your hands and torso too. That means it can actually show if your right arm is more developed than your left, or whether your midsection is hanging onto that holiday weight more than your legs. It's ideal for serious gym goers correcting muscle imbalances or anyone who wants a precise look at where fat loss is actually happening. There's also a huge 4.3-inch color display that charts your weight trends prama on the scale, so you're not scrambling for your phone first thing in the morning. It even has dedicated modes for weighing babies, pets, or even bulky luggage. Just remember, while it promotes medical-style insights, bioimpedance measurements are rarely 100% clinical-grade accurate. Even so, at around $100, it's a serious bargain compared to competitors pushing the $500 mark.